Mario Party Jamboree Imperialism with more rules, which I'll explain once they come up. And if you forgot how this works, here's a recap. We're going to spin a wheel, Rosalina, and the arrow goes down left. From Rosalina's space, that's Boo. And now they're going to play a mini game. Whoever loses is eliminated and their space is taken. They land on this electric minigame. They start off by running into each other. Rosalina then knocks Boo into an electric gate, but then Boo rocks her right back. Boo then gets below her and pushes her into an electric gate, killing her. Boo wins. Now Boo has Rosalina's space. Bowser Jr. up left into Yoshi. Nightlights was selected. They both started by cranking it like their life depended on it, but Bowser Jr. ended up winning. Bowser then spun to Birdo, and Bowser lost finals last time to Toad, and he's not going to lose 90% of the roster like that again. He's going to lose 1% of the roster to Birdo. Birdo wants another go because she spun to Goomba. They're on a rhythm level, which is problematic because both the characters don't have ears. Doesn't matter because they tied. Let's run it back on Bowser Jr.'s gauntlet. The chain chop targets Birdo, but she survives. Then they both barely survive the bullet bills and spikes. Birdo gets electrocuted, but Goomba gets tackled, and they pick up chickens. Then my phone stopped recording for some reason, but Goomba won. Boo went into Spike and took better pictures than him. Toadette attacks Toad, but Toad reminds her he won the last Imperialism. And Koopa shows Waluigi how to split properly. Now we have a pretty important match. Boo goes straight into the original champion, Toad, on Tiny Triathlon. It starts with Boo getting a tiny lead, but Toad caught up. They both did great on the biking section, but in the running section, Toad tripped on the fence and lost. Wow, not only does Boo now have an Empire Cross, but we will also have a new winner. Wow, well, here's the roster. Boo's in first with 5 spaces, following him is Goomba with 3, and my 2 green fellas have 2. I'm fixing to see a battle between those two. Goomba going upright into Wario. Here's where my new rule comes into play. Last video, we kept seeing Bowser and Toad both keep winning and losing. But realistically, Bowser should have won because he had way more space at one point. So, I present to you the advantage. If the character has 3 times the amount of space as their opponent, then you will have to do 2 minigames. If the larger territory wins 1, they keep their space. But if the smaller territory wins both, then they get the space. This is how to balance it out. Their first match is on Twist and Sort, which is hard to commentate because you're just sorting. But they started off even, and Goomba got ahead. But somehow Wario came back and tied it up. Now we have 3 minigames to play. The lava cross one was next. Goomba got the bigger piece to start. Then they picked the same piece. They then got 2 different pieces with the same length. They still picked the same piece again. And again, and then they pick 2 different pieces, but they're still the same length, and they're still tied. Goomba just needs 1 more piece, and he gets one, but Wario gets a big piece and ties it up. Are you kidding me? Now we have to do another one? Now they're on Lumbo Tumble. Wow, they tied again. They're on Domination now. What are the odds they tie again? Wario won by 1. Man, that was close. We still have 1 more minigame to play, though. This is an endless minigame. Hot, hot, hop. So one of them will be eliminated, and it's Wario. Goomba defends his territory. Here's the roster now. Yep, nothing much has changed. Now it's time to decide who the better princess is. Daisy versus Peach. They're on Scare House. They start by doing great. Daisy then falls behind, but she catches back up. Then I'm gonna let you rewatch that and figure out what happened. Here's the roster now. Koopa going up left into Goomba. The 2 most iconic Mario enemies fight. They're on Pickaxe Dash. No advantages. All we can do is watch. Koopa wins. What is that space? And why is it always Koopa coming out of nowhere taking a bunch of space? Boo going into Ninja. I forgot to record this match like an idiot, but Ninja won. Here's the roster. You may think Koopa or Boo is going to win, but think again. Toad came out of nowhere last video and he won. Anything can happen, and anybody still alive still has a realistic chance at winning. Koopa spun to Bowser Jr. Battle the Greens. Bowser Jr. has the disadvantage. They're on Snag the Flags. They started off neck and neck. Koopa was ahead most around, then Bowser Jr. clutched it up and tied it. Now they're on Big Top Quiz. Bowser Jr. gets all of them first and wins the first game. Now they're on Trampoline. Koopa falls into the spike and Bowser Jr. wins with a disadvantage. Before I show you the roster, Mario just spun to Luigi, the man, the myth, the legend. They're on Sandwich. Why are you letting Mario jump up? Kill him! Why are you standing there? What are you doing? Luigi makes me question my existence sometimes. Here's the roster. Peach going down left into Koopa. Throwing snag the flags. They start off by going back and forth until Peach finds the jackpot and gets over 30, making her win. I don't know why, but I'm feeling Monty Mole. He's gonna win. Donkey Kong going up into Mario. The original matchups on Pickaxe Dash and DK1. Guess he's gonna be able to kidnap Pauline, but only problem is she's on the other side of the map. Bowser Jr. is now attacking Boo. They're on Thwomp the Difference. Boo got the first one and the second one, which Bowser Jr. missed. BJ then got a third one. Now he has to clutch up. He now has a fourth one too. Boo has to mess up to lose. Well, sucks to suck. This guy's unstoppable. Holy cow. Shy Guy joins the action, spinning into Bowser Jr. They're on Stamp Out. Shy Guy takes all the paint Bowser Jr. lays down and wins, eliminating Bowser Jr. There are now 6 fighters left, 2 of which have yet to do anything. What do you know? Boo just spun to Pauline, who has done nothing all game. How ironic would it be if one Space Pauline took down probably the most dominant character we've ever had? She has a disadvantage, so it'll be hard, but not impossible. They're on Sled to the Edge first. They let go about the same time, but to my surprise, Pauline actually won. First game now. Now they're on Hot Hot Hop. Pauline was cornered by the lava monsters and she died. Not everyone can do a comeback. We're now in the top 5. Monty Mole is still alive. I see this as an absolute win. Speaking of Monty Mole, he's up against Boo on Granite Getaway first. Come on, Monty Mole. Come on. Come on, Monty Mole. Come on, go. Get fricked, Boo! No! Wait, this is an endless. Hang on. Come on, die, Boo. Yes, Boo! Yes! Yes! Come on, Monty Mole, you're winning this. You are winning this, Monty Mole. They're on Peach's day off next. Come on, he's a ghost. He can't pick up stuff. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there you go, Boo. Yes, Monty. Monty? There you go! He cut in those angles. Oh, gosh. Boo, get... Yo, Monty Mole, he's cooking! Never mind, he's not cooking. Okay, they're tied. Come on, Monty, you got this. I predicted you won. You're gonna win. Please win this. Come on, Monty. Okay, Boo got the small one. You get the bigger one, right? Yeah. Monty, you know what to do. Now you just pick the bigger one. You pick the bigger one and you win. That's okay. You're still in the lead. Yeah, Monty, you got this. See how he's gonna beat Boo? Yes, no way. No shot. Boo, you're cooked. You've been the most dominant fighter, but you're cooked. Monty Mole's coming in. Yeah. Block him. Yeah, Monty, you got this. Come on. Big money. How many points? Get more. Get less, Boo. If he gets 50. Yes! What's crazy if even with that loss, Boo still has an Empire Clause. Looks like Boo's trying to get his space back. They're on Platform Peril. Here's the roster now. Monty Mole again, this time going into Shy Guy. Whoever loses is out. No advantages. They're on Domination. All we can do is watch. Well, there goes my Monty Mole prediction. Here's the roster now. This is really anyone's game. Everybody has a good amount of space. Shy Guy, into Boo, no advantages. The minigame is Light Wave Battle. Boo starts by getting hit twice, then finally getting a hit off himself. But then, Shy Guy sealed the deal. Immediately, Boo wants a rematch, but if he loses, he's out. They're on Granite Getaway, still no advantages. It starts by Boo immediately getting hit by a rock and dying. Boo had a good run, but he is now eliminated. Donkey Kong was spun, going into random space. I didn't include this in the last video because there were no advantages, but here's how this is going to work. All the characters are back and are going to be randomly picked. So Toadette was picked, but she's going to go against DK, but he has an advantage. They're on sled to the edge. They let go at the same time, and they tied. What are the odds of that? Now they're on stamp out. Donkey Kong covers up Toadette space and wins. Still pretty good though. Here's the roster. Donkey Kong was chosen. He can only go into Peach. They're on cold front. No advantages. It starts off easy, then they both get blown off, but somehow Peach survives longer and wins. And then there were two. 9 Space Peach versus 14 Space Shy Guy. They're on rings to riches. They started off even, Peach collecting 3 corners while Shy Guy collecting a bunch of ones. They ended up tying. Now they're on snag the flags. Shy Guy starts off by stealing every flag from Peach and then getting a ton. He ended up winning. Here's the roster now. Shy Guy has an advantage. Now they're on night lights. I'll let you watch this one.
2, 1, go! Finish!
And so, Shy Guy coming in late game and winning it all. He hides behind a mask, but in reality, under that mask is the second Mario Party Imperialism champion. Thanks for watching.